Let's move to some grammar now. Let's examine these sentences and say in which tense are the verbs conjugated. Mehdi, read them.
They were all busy doing different things.
Mhm.
What were they doing?
What were they doing? Okay, thank you very much. They were all busy doing different things. What were they doing? Are they conjugated to the simple past tense? Are these sentences conjugated to
No,
the simple
teacher,
past?
no.
No. Why no? Why it's not simple past?
Teacher, we have we have the ing form.
We have the ing form. Yeah, if it is simple past tense, we don't use the ing form. We don't use verb plus ing. Here we have doing, and here we have doing also. Okay, so if it is simple past, we don't use the ing.
We have
Yeah.
be in the past.
And we have verb to be in the past. Yeah, if it is simple past, we don't use verb plus ing. We use just verb to be in the past. So here we have verb to be in the simple past. That's verb to be in the simple past plus what? Plus verb plus ing. The same thing here, we have verb to be plus verb plus ing. That's verb to be in the past plus verb plus ing. That's called the past progressive or the past continuous. Like the present progressive, in the seventh form, we studied the present progressive. This year, and now we are going to study the past progressive. So that's the rule. Verb to be in the simple past plus verb plus ing. It is like the present progressive, but the present progressive verb to be in the simple present, of course, because it's present
Teacher,
progressive.
sir, just we put be in the past.
Yeah. What is verb to be in the past?
Uh, was, were,
Was
just
and were. Exactly. That's all. Was and were. That's the verb to be in the simple past. Was with the singular and were with the
plural.
plural. You were, we were, they were. But I was, he was, she was, and it was. Was with singular personal pronouns and were with the plural personal pronouns. After verb to be, we put verb plus ing. Let's now see when do we use the past progressive. It is not now, of course. We cannot say now because if we say now, that's present progressive. And here we talk about the past. So an action that happened in the past. It is not now. Okay? Because if we say now, it is present progressive. Here we talk about the past progressive. We use it to talk about an activity that continued in the past. The activity finished in the past. It has no relation to the present. ما عندهاش علاقة بالبريزون. Okay? Finished in the past. But the action continued for a period of time in the past. Okay? تواصلت في الماضي. Or to indicate that something took place in the past while something else was happening. It means here we have two actions at the same time. Two actions. Two actions that happened صاروا معناتها حدثوا happened at the same time but in the past. Okay, that's the meaning to indicate the meaning of to indicate that something took place while something else was happening. It means we have two actions that happened at the same time in the past. We have some examples here. Let's read them. Yeah, Cheosh, come on, read them. Read the examples.
As they were playing, his sister was doing her homework.
Her
Carlos
homework. Okay, stop a moment. As they were playing, his sister was doing her homework. So here we have two activities or two actions. Action number one is the action of playing. That's the action of playing. They were playing. And then here we have another action, the action of doing the homework. Doing homework. Who was doing the homework? The sister. The sister. So you see, we have two actions at the same time. Let's say, for example, they started at 8 p.m. and finished at 10 p.m. The same here, they started at 8 p.m. and finished at 10 p.m. You see, the two actions continued for 2 hours. 2 hours. You see, that's why we said here to talk about an activity that continued in the past. The action of playing. Do you play in just 1 minute? Do you play video games for just 1 minute? Of course not. You don't play video games for 1 minute. Can you do your homework in 1 minute? Of course not. You need 1 hour, for example, 30 minutes, 2 hours sometimes. The same when you play, you are not going to play during just 1 minute or 2 minutes. You are going to play for 30 minutes, for 1 hour, for 2 hours. So the action of playing and the action of doing the homework continued for 2 hours, but in the past. Yesterday or last week or last Saturday or in the morning. Is it clear? Yes or no? So we use the past progressive to talk about an action or two actions that continued for a period of time in the past. Sentence number 2, continue. Iyad, Carlos
lost his watch while he was running.
while he was running. Iyad, do these two actions started and finished at the same time? Like example number 1?
No,
No. Which action started before? Is it the action of running or the action of losing the watch?
running.
Running.
before.
Very good. Exactly. Very good. Yeah, and Elias. So that's the action of running. So he started running, for example, at 1 p.m. from 1 to 2 p.m. Carlos here started running. That's the action of running from 1 to 2 p.m. In the middle here, let's say at 1:30 or at 1:30, Carlos lost his watch, losing the watch. Lost, it means he didn't find his watch. He looked at his hand, he didn't find his watch. ضيعها.
Yeah.
Yeah, أضاع. Exactly. Okay. So you see the action of losing It happened suddenly. The action of losing happened suddenly. فجأة. Okay? And he didn't find his watch. He looked at his hand. He didn't find the watch. He looked everywhere but he couldn't find the watch. ما لقاهاش. Okay? لوج ما لقاش المونجال نتاعو. Then he continued running from 1:30 to 2 p.m. So the action of running started before the action of losing the watch. And the action of losing the watch didn't continue in the past. That's why here we use it the simple past. هاكا ما استعملناش past progressive هنا. Because the action of losing the watch didn't continue for 1 hour like the action of running. فهمنا الاكزامبل ولا؟ Yes. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Continue, yes, with the line with example number 3.
Read the mother.
Yeah, read. When the mother read, yes.
When the mother was cooking dinner, someone knocked at the door.
At the door. Okay. The same here. We have two actions. We have the action of cooking. That's action number 1. And we have the action of knocking at the door. You do know knocking at the door? Like this. Listen to me. That's knocking at the door.
ينوقظ. يدق.
Yeah, no, that like this. That's the action of knocking at the door. When you visit someone, you knock at the door. Okay? Which action started before? Is it the action of cooking or the action of knocking at the door?
Before.
Yes,
Cooking
yes.
before.
Which action?
Cooking before.
Cooking is before, exactly. Okay. That's the action. Thank you very much. Yes, that's the action of cooking. My mother started cooking, for example, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's the action of cooking. Here at 11, let's say at 11 a.m., someone knocked at the door, the action of knocking. Is the guest going to knock from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m.? Is he going to knock like this for 1 hour? Is it possible?
No.
No, of course. When you knock, you are not, when you visit someone, you are not going to knock at his door for 1 hour. Is it possible, yes, to knock for 1 hour? Of course, it's not possible. You knock for 1 minute, for example, or less than 1 minute. If there is no one or no one opens the door for you, you are going to leave. Here, my mom stopped cooking. She opened the door. The guest is in the house, and she went back to her kitchen to finish cooking from 11 to 12 p.m. You see, so the long action, we put it in the past progressive. You see, the past progressive was cooking. Verb to be plus verb plus ing. The same here, was running. Verb to be in the past plus verb to run plus ing. However, verb to knock is in the simple past. We have the ed. You see, simple past. Why? Because the action of knocking didn't continue for a long time in the past. Is it clear a little bit the difference between the simple past and the past progressive? Yes or no?
Yes, teacher.
Good. What about the rest? Is it clear the past progressive?
Yes.
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 Okay, good.